గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా, పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా, ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్, సర్దాల్లో మరింత సెటైర్, మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా. దెబ్బకి థింకింగ్ మారిపోవాలా? మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా.
अब तू देख लेगा बच्चन साहब का खेल.
డౌన్లోడ్ ఆహా నౌ.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అప్పురపరిచే ధరలు, అందరికీ నచ్చిన, అందరూ మెచ్చిన షో మన లక్కీ మహిళ. బోలెడంత ఎక్సైట్మెంట్, వండర్ఫుల్ విన్నింగ్ మూమెంట్స్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ చెప్పారు, మీరే గెలుచుకున్నారండి. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. $220.
సెలబ్రిటీ హోస్ట్లు, అదిరిపోయే పంచులు, సరదా సరదా కబుర్లు.
ఆశ దోశ అప్పడం బడ హెల్ప్ మీరు ఆడుతున్నారు.
ఇలా మరెన్నో మెమరబుల్ మూమెంట్స్ తోటి థర్డ్ యానివర్సరీ జరుపుకుంటోంది మన లక్కీ మహిళ. Watch it live only on TVASIA Telugu. మీ అందరికీ థర్డ్ యానివర్సరీ శుభాకాంక్షలు.
గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా, పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా, ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్, సర్దాల్లో మరింత సెటైర్, మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా. దెబ్బకి థింకింగ్ మారిపోవాలా? మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా.
अब तू देख लेगा बच्चन साहब का खेल.
డౌన్లోడ్ ఆహా నౌ.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అప్పురపరిచే ధరలు, అందరికీ నచ్చిన, అందరూ మెచ్చిన షో మన లక్కీ మహిళ. బోలెడంత ఎక్సైట్మెంట్, వండర్ఫుల్ విన్నింగ్ మూమెంట్స్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ చెప్పారు, మీరే గెలుచుకున్నారండి. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. $220.
సెలబ్రిటీ హోస్ట్లు, అదిరిపోయే పంచులు, సరదా సరదా కబుర్లు.
ఆశ దోశ అప్పడం బడ హెల్ప్ మీరు ఆడుతున్నారు.
ఇలా మరెన్నో మెమరబుల్ మూమెంట్స్ తోటి థర్డ్ యానివర్సరీ జరుపుకుంటోంది మన లక్కీ మహిళ. Watch it live only on TVASIA Telugu. మీ అందరికీ థర్డ్ యానివర్సరీ శుభాకాంక్షలు.
గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా, పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా, ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్.
Telugu ప్రేక్షకులందరికీ hello and welcome back to yet another fabulous episode of our talk show with experts. మనతో ఉన్నారు మన ఇమిగ్రేషన్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్ రాహుల్ రెడ్డి గారు. రాహుల్ గారు, thank you so much for being on the show today అండి.
Thanks for inviting me, Garu.
Thank you, sir. This program has been supported by movers.com and AHA OTT platform. So for all of you who are watching, please call our immigration expert on 1-833-882-8872. The number again is 1-833-882-8872. Watch us on Yup TV, Facebook, YouTube, Sling TV, World BB TV, and Dish Network. All right, Ade. Coming to the topic for today, I know there's like so much going on with this topic. Notice of intent to revoke for multiple H-1B filings. Rahul Garu, what are my options as an employee? What are some of the things I can do? What are some of the things I can still do, Anali? If this happens.
There are two things for the notice of intent to revoke that comes in, Nithigaru. One is when the person is working with the company. For example, if they file the H-1B with company A, they're working for company A, they get a notice of intent to revoke company A's H-1B. Now, if that happens, they need to prove that even if the company was involved in multiple filings, they themselves are not involved. They should not be punished. And when the notice of intent to revoke comes in, they can represent themselves in responding to that RFP, saying that, look, I'm working with this company A, the job is genuine. I don't care what this guy did it without my knowledge. I don't have anything. I should not be punished for this one. So that is called, you can interpolate by saying that even though you're not a party to the H-1B application, you are the negative person who's going to be affected. You can do so if you have no involvement in your company filing multiple H-1B applications. So that's one. The second thing I want people in this aspect is that please create a My USCIS account. Put all your receipt numbers in there. If there is anything that pops up, you will get an email, and sometimes even, I think so, they even send text too. You get a text message saying that, oh, there is a notice of intent to revoke, because you won't come to know when the notice of intent to revoke has been issued. And also, one of the problem that we have is that when the notice of intent to revoke has been issued to company A, they are not sharing the notice of intent to revoke with this employee. The reason is that there are a lot of things that they don't want to release that information to the employee so that the employee come to know what the employer has done. So that's the reason why sometimes you may have to blindly respond to the notice of intent to revoke. Why blindly respond? Because you have to assume that it's multiple applications. You have to assume there is something wrong done by it. And then you represent you by a lawyer, you should draft a letter. You should send a response to the notice of intent. I have nothing to do wrong. You may want to revoke this H-1B application if you want to, but I should still be counted toward the H-1B number. I should still have the opportunity to move to company B on H-1B.
Okay.
The problem here is that if the first H-1B has been revoked, though, that means that he is technically not counted toward the H-1B number. Since he is not counted towards H-1B number, he cannot get H-1B transferred to a different company.
Got it.
So that's when he's working with company A. Now, the issue probably is popping up for us is that most of the intent to revokes that we are looking at is the ones that filed in 2021 right now. So this person probably already moved on to company B, or even in some cases company C. Now he is sleeping there. He's not doing anything. He's just going 8 to 5 o'clock job. He's doing very good job with his company B. He doesn't know what's going on with company A. All of a sudden, company A H-1B gets revoked for fraudulently filing multiple H-1B applications. Then comes company B's H-1B revocation intent to revoke.
Right.
Now, company B doesn't want to do anything. It does want to get rid of it. Company B is probably Microsoft or Apple or something like that. Hey, this looks to be a fraudulent case. You deal yourself with the company and come back. But how can this guy deal? That H-1B is already revoked.
Right.
So that's the reason why I'm telling people is to create a My USCIS account. so that if there is any intent to revoke that comes with company A, whether or not you're working with company A or not, you will get a knowledge about it, and then you will be able to respond and defend yourself.
Got it. Perfect, Andy. Any other thing you'd like to add at this point, sir?
Like a lot of people ask, can I move to, when I'm working with company A, can I move to company B with a notice of intent to revoke? They may approve the company B, they may not approve the company B's H-1B approval. One thing is for sure, if the company A's H-1B is revoked for multiple filings, later on, you're out. The company B's H-1B will not be valid. When you extend company B's, or when you transfer from company B's, or sometimes when you're working with company B, the H-1 will be revoked with company B. The extension will not be approved. The transfer from company B to company C will not be approved. So that's the reason at the foundation where we are at, the company A, you need to defend it there. Not at a later date, you can't defend it because company B didn't do anything wrong. So the USCIS will say that your company A's H-1B got revoked you for multiple filings. That means that it's not counted toward the H-1B number. Company B relied on company A's H-1B number, the lottery. That's the reason why company B will not be able to defend much. It's only the company A, and the company A doesn't want to defend, then you have to defend for yourself there.
Got it. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right. On this note, let's start taking our callers. Let's take our first caller for the day. All right. Caller with number ending in 4889. 4889. We're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in 4889. We're ready for you. Hello?
Hello? Hi,
Hello,
ma'am.
sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Krishna. Hi, Rahul. And hi, Nitya Garu. So, my question is very simple, Andy. So, I have a question related to H-1B transfer. So, in a background చెప్తానండి. Bachelor's వచ్చేసి నాది కెమిస్ట్రీ అండి. ఫస్ట్ మాస్టర్స్ వచ్చేసి కెమిస్ట్రీ. సెకండ్ మాస్టర్స్ వచ్చేసి రిలేటెడ్ టు కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ అండి. సో ఇప్పుడు ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే, అంటే 2014లో బ్యాక్ ఫైల్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇనిషియల్ H-1B మాస్టర్స్ క్యాంప్లో I-129లో సెకండ్ మాస్టర్స్ ఇచ్చామండి. అండ్ మోర్ ఓవర్ సపోర్టింగ్ లెటర్స్లో కూడా సెకండ్ మాస్టర్స్ హైలైట్ చేసాం. బట్ ఏంటంటే బ్యాచిలర్స్ ఫస్ట్ మాస్టర్స్ వచ్చేసి ట్రాన్స్క్రిప్ట్స్ డిప్లొమా పంపించాం, ఎందుకంటే చేంజ్ స్టేటస్కి అప్లై చేస్తాం. సో ఇప్పుడు క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అవుతున్నానండి, H-1B ట్రాన్స్ఫర్. So H-1B transfer.
You said master's isn't related to computer science. Can you be specific? What do you mean by related to computer science?
Like computer
Second
science
master.
engineering and second master's. Yeah, not the first one. First one is chemistry. So 2014 లో ఇనిషియల్ గా మాస్టర్స్
now I got the point. I got the point. Now you're trying to transfer. Okay, what's your question?
ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు ఏంటంటే నేను జాబ్ కి ఓన్లీ బ్యాచిలర్స్ సెకండ్ మాస్టర్స్ ఇచ్చానండి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ లాయర్స్ కి అందరికి. సో ఏమైనా ఇష్యూ అవుతుంది అంటే ఫస్ట్ మాస్టర్స్ పెట్టలేదు, ఎందుకంటే రిలేటెడ్ కాదండి జాబ్ కి.
That's not going to be an issue. You're fine.
Okay, even bachelor's not related, but master's is related, second master's related. So
all we are looking in whether or not you have a master's degree in computer science or not. You said you have a master's in computer engineering. Yahoo, that's cool. We have it. Yeah, we're going to look into if you have any bachelor's degree or not. Yes, you do have a bachelor's degree. It's not related to computer science. That's fine. We don't have a problem with it. You have a master's degree from an accredited university that says that you have a master's of engineering. It's a genuine degree and all those things. That's all. We don't look into anything else. Whether you do 10 fail 10 times, we don't care.
Yeah, thank you. అంటే ఇనిషియల్ ఫైలింగ్ లో ఇవైతే సబ్మిట్ చేసాం, బట్ ఇప్పుడు సబ్మిట్ చేయట్లేదు.
I got the point. Sometimes it may be clerk error you might have submitted. Those are not considered to be major issues. You failed 10th class 10 times, you failed 12th class 12 times, but now you have a master's degree in computer science and it's a very good degree. You're good. That's it. We don't care now. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy.
He didn't fail in 10th grade. I just picked it up.
Rahul Garu, one quick question before we head back onto these calls. There's a lot of hubbub around, sort of what is going to happen if Trump gets re-elected, sir? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I know, we have people have different opinion on Trump, but when it comes to the immigration, it's very clear. Immigrants are undesirable people. He is going to come with vengeance.
Okay.
Of course, before Trump came in, though, I personally never filed any court case. I mean, I did add some court cases with some support other lawyers. So I personally didn't. But once Trump came in, I probably was one of the top litigator filing cases against Trump administration, and we had very good success in the court.
Great. I'm happy.
But of course, it's too expensive. We used to get H-1B denial percentage for Deloitte was approximately about 30 to 40% H-1Bs were getting denied. When the H-1Bs they were approving, they were only approving from 1 year, not 3 years of H-1B. So, of course, we went to court. We were successful in getting the H-1B extension from 1 year to 3 years. But still, the denial percentage may go up very significantly, though, when the Trump administration comes in. We don't know if they would pass some other regulations and change the entire formula of the H-1B, which they could. So those things can happen. So definitely be prepared. If the Trump comes in, what is the plan B? I don't know what plan B. It depends on your family circumstances. Working for at that point of time, definitely working for a full-time company would be a great advantage. Right now, the priority dates are not expected to move especially if you're 2016 or above, it's not going to be expected to move. So maybe it's the right time for you to move to a full-time company. If anybody has not got an I-140 approval, you better get the I-140 approval as soon as possible. Definitely, I would advise. And then think of the alternative plan. What if you move to India for a while and then maybe things cool down later on, you can come back later on. You should keep that option open, though, because especially when companies like Deloitte are getting 40% of their H-1B rejected,
that's
though.
Unheard of, yeah.
Yeah, so they used to send their employees to India, file their H-1Bs back, bring them back here. It was a nightmare. Before Trump administration come in our office, if there is any H-1B denial that comes in, the employee is on the phone, the employer is on the phone, the employee's wife is on the phone, sometimes employer dad or mom are also on the phone on the conference call. And then, of course, we make arguments, so every lawyer has a different opinion on filing those things. Now, of course, when the denial comes in, they're going to look into how we made the argument. You should have made the argument the other way around. It was a whole nightmare. I understand. I mean, it's very frustrating for the people to go outside the country and to come back. It is very frustrating. I'm not blaming the employee. I'm not blaming the mom or dad of the employee or the wife or the employer of the employee. But it's just a situation that happened. Now, once the Trump administration comes in, there was not a single day that passes. Every single day we get a denial.
Okay.
And employees are, okay, fine, we're going to leave to India and come back. They were well prepared for those kind of things.
That's really unfortunate.
We didn't used to have a conference call with employee's wife, employer. No, we didn't used to have it. It was just, okay, what's the solution? Well, you have to go to India, we'll file the H-1B, and you have to come back with the stamping. That's how the situation was. Yeah, so you need to be prepared for it, the plan B when Trump comes in. Now it looks like he is certain to be a Republican nominee. That means that he has a 50% probability of winning or losing. Well, you are from that party. He seems to be the nominee of Republican Party. At least it looks like right now. Things may change. But if he's the nominee of Republican Party, then you have, especially when the economy goes down, definitely his chances will be higher. So we'll have to see. People have to be prepared, have a plan B. If Trump comes in, he will not be liking immigrants, I guarantee that.
So also, sir, DeSantis is another strong contender, right, at this point. What are your thoughts if he comes in, because is he...
we're not expecting, he's a typical conservative, so we're not expecting any drastic changes in the immigration when DeSantis comes in. Maybe we may expect some positive things. When Bush was there, definitely we've seen some very good things going on. But we're not expecting, he's not of the opinion that immigrants are undesirable people.
Okay. So with DeSantis, it's probably like a lesser of the two evil, you see.
I wouldn't say that DeSantis is evil, at least for the immigration purposes.
Okay, yes.
Though.
Like,
I haven't. There is nothing that is standing out on him saying that he's a lesser evil. But definitely, I can say that Trump is going to be evil for us.
Right. Yeah. So I guess from that standpoint only. All right. Question for you, sir. This is from Abhijit K. Says I-140 was approved in November of 2019. He moved to Canada on a PR. Says if I apply for a US visit visa to meet my family and friends, will I have any issue if I think of using my H1 or I-140 in the future with some other company?
No, absolutely not. If you apply for B2 right now, even though you have an I-140 approval, that doesn't mean that you will have a problem coming back with the H-1B. The only thing, Nitya Garu, what this guy has to point out is, on the DS-160 form, have you ever applied for an immigrant visa? He has to answer yes, he has to give the detail. And he should explain, like, maybe I have an intention to go to USA permanently, but at this time, I am requesting only to go and visit my family. I have no intention right now to go and work there. I have no intention to stay there right now. But yes, I do have intention at a later date to do it. Please give me the B2 only. I will visit and come back. I may have intention. I did have an intention. I don't have the intention right now. I may have intention later on. But right now, my only intention is to go and visit my family, probably Las Vegas or Disney or whatever those things that people visit, and come back. That's fine. You should not have much problems.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
Whether he gets it, whether he gets a visa, or whether he doesn't get the visa, he will still have no problem, none whatsoever at all, for getting the H-1B or later on eventually the green card, as long as he mentions in the I-140. In the DS-160 about I-140.
DS-160. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller, Andy. Okay, caller with number ending in 1525. 1525. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hello,
Can you hear me?
Good evening, sir. Thank you for calling. Yes, sir, I can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. This is Sri. Thank you, Rahul Garu, for taking time for us, sir.
Sure. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. I have two questions, sir. First one, my I-485 is pending under EB3. My case status changed to ready to be scheduled for an interview in the month of May. It's been almost 2 months and my interview date is not scheduled yet. As
What
of
is the
yesterday, as you know, priority date is April 2012. Okay, as of yesterday, my PD is not current anymore. Can I still be called for an interview, or would they keep my file on hold until my PD is back to current?
There's a little bit misconception. People are thinking that when the priority date is not current, you will not get an interview. Not true. You can still get an interview. You can still be called for the interview though. Absolutely. Now, even though it says that you're ready for interview though, they may not interview you immediately. It may take 5 months, 6 months. Sometimes it may take even 8 months, 10 months also. So I would prepare myself for the interview. That's all right now. I will prepare myself for the interview. But if they don't call, I will not follow up with them because the priority date is not current, even if, what good it's going to be for you. Because you're not their high priority right now.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Just a follow-up question, sir. Sir, if I use my AP and, travel and come back until I extend my H1, which is due in 2025, in the meanwhile, if my I-485, is looked at and in any case, if it is denied, would I still fall back on H1 and stay here until 2025? Or will I immediately go out of status?
You will definitely be able to stay on a H-1B if you're in United States. Absolutely not a problem. If your 485 gets denied, even though you travel in advance parole, your H-1B is still active. Now, first thing is that I want to clear the fear of the people is that when the 485 will be denied, you will definitely be given an opportunity to respond. There will be an RFP. There will be a response to the RFP. You will definitely, other than medical RFPs, which they only ask, submit the medical RFPs, we strongly recommend to go through a lawyer to respond to any other RFE other than medical, including birth certificate. So definitely you will have an opportunity to go ahead with the lawyer. We rarely see 485 denials though. Even in the Trump time, we rarely see 485 denials.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, but we can, if we use the AP, we can still not be out of status if it is denied though, right?
You're absolutely right, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's all I want to know. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling in. All right. Have a nice day. All right. Rahul Garu, a quick question for you. A couple of questions actually. So one is from Ravi K. Says, when I was being laid off, I joined employer B before the end of work with employer A. There was 15 days of overlap. Will it cause any issues in the green card process?
Yes, that is considered to be a status violation though. So because he worked for 15 days with two companies, which is not supposed to, it's called status violation. Once the status is violated though, he stays in the country, then he's continuing to be the status violation though, Nitya Garu.
Oh, okay.
So now the question is, how do we get away from this one though? Remember, Satya Garu, what I said one time, Margarita is like dipping in Ganga. He can do the Margarita switch. So if he goes outside the country, he enters back into United States though. The status violation will be erased, magically disappears. Because in the 485 application though, in the green card application, the officer can only look into the status violation from his last entry into United States going forward. He cannot look into the status violations that was done previously.
Got it.
So what this guy needs to do is that he needs to go and dip in Ganga and come back. But we have a solution. He doesn't have to go to Ganga. He just can go to Mexico, have a margarita and come back. That's equivalent to erasing all the sins that's there. Now, he doesn't have to go to Mexico. He can also go to India and come back. There are other solutions too, but that's an easy solution. We call it as a margarita cleaning, margarita switch.
Margarita switch. All right. Have some margarita, have some chimichanga and come back. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that. All right. One other quick question, sir. This is from Mike. Says, what is the current H-1B extension approval timeline? And is there any recent bills to help move the green card backlog for Indians?
H-1B, we are noticing sometimes they're getting approved in 1 month period. Sometimes it may take even 8 months period for you to get a H-1B approval. If you want a better solution, you want to get it faster, you can do premium processing. Even though you filed the normal H-1B, you can always convert into premium processing at a later date.
Okay.
Now, there are a lot of bills that are pending in the Congress right now that will get the green cards faster, but nothing is serious. Last time, me and my partner counted how many bills on immigration were pending. Were like 125, 130, both in Congress and Senate combined together, though.
Wow. Okay.
So we're not going to go through all these bills and look into look and tell that, okay, you're going to get the green card faster through this bill. We need to look into what are the seriousness of this bill to be passed. What are the chances of them to be passed though? Right now, the House is in the hands of Republicans. The Senate is in the thin majority is in the hands of the Democrats. We don't see that any bill that will reduce the timeline for Indians is expected to pass in both the houses. We are not expecting right now. Okay. So now you may ask a question, why do these Congress people introduce a bill when they know it's not going to be passed? The reason why they introduce is that then they go to the constituent people. Look, Indian guys, I presented a bill in the Congress. And this goes to Raja Krishnamurthy also. He says that, look, Indian guys, I presented the bill. It didn't went through. So that's the reason why they present the bill. They know it's not going to be passed. Now, I have a good opinion on Raja Krishnamurthy, but I'm just telling that that's what they do, though. Look, Rahul, I presented this. He will tell. Like, well, you should have done that when you were in the majority and could have passed it that time. But that's a different story. Only for the constituency people to tell that, look, I presented the bill. Not that they know in their deep conscience that it's not, they know 99.9999% it's not going to be passed, yet they present these bills. So we don't want to confuse the people at this point of time, saying that any bill is expected to be passed. What I do suggest at this point of time is that this is not going to happen. The administration can change some of its policies, though. For example, stop counting the family members. In the H-1B, 65,000 plus 20,000, do they count the H4s? No, they don't. When it comes to 140,000 green card applications, why are they counting the family members? They should stop counting the family members. If they stop counting the family members, then that's good enough for us guys.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
And TVASIA promotes that. We have put a link there. TVASIA has put a link there. Please go there and write to the administration, write to the USAS, write to the president, write to everybody. The draft is provided for you there.
Got it. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 8296. 8296, we're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in 8296. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yes. Can
So
you
we
hear
can
me,
hear you,
ma'am?
sir. Yeah, we can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Rahul Garu, Nitya. Very good afternoon. So I have a question. You're able to hear me, right?
Yes, we
hear you,
can.
sir. Loud and
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So I'm on EAD on EB2, and my priority date is March 2013, Rahul Garu.
Mhm.
So recently I have visited to India along with my family. Okay.
Mhm.
So we went on, actually, we went
Advance
while
parole.
coming only, these all immigration things will come into the picture, right?
Of course.
So I came on H-1B with the stamping. I entered, but my family came on advance payroll, okay? So I have a valid H-1B, okay? So now I'm going, because my advance payroll and EAD is going to be expired in February 2024.
Mhm.
And I asked my lawyer, okay, I want to go for renewal. He said that, yeah, you wait till September. So before 6 months, we can apply kind of it, okay?
Mhm.
So it's 2 months left. So now my question is, definitely I will apply for me and for my family renewal, okay?
Mhm.
For the EADAP, okay? And now I'm coming back to my, because I'm having a still H-1B, okay? Now can I go for a H4 for my family, or only be with EADAP for my family renewal? Because I have my H1 valid. So
I got
what
it.
is your
I got
suggestion
it.
on that?
I got it. I got it. If you want to convert your family into H4, they'll have to go to India and get the stamping because they don't have the I-797, I-94. They have to go to India to get the H4 stamping done, though. Do they have the I-797 of the H4 approved, or they don't?
No, they don't have.
Okay. So if you want to convert them into H4, they will have to go to India and get the H4 stamping and come back. You can't convert change of status from advance parole to H4 here in the United States. They have to go and get the stamping. My main question is that why do they need H4?
Yeah, I totally agree. That's what I'm taking my, I'm taking your advice also. Why
I'm
they
not
need,
advising
because
you. I'm just
if
telling you
my,
what I did. I'm telling you what Nitya did.
okay. Why is, suppose now I'm going for renewal,
No,
I have a doubt if it is denied.
Yeah. Which will get denied? I'm sorry, which will get denied?
EAD advance payroll, by chance, anything?
Have you ever heard of EAD advance parole getting denied from anybody?
No,
They don't
not
have an
really.
authority.
But is there any such?
They don't have any authority to deny it. It's an automatic approval. Click box, click box,
Okay.
click box, click box. It's approved. That's it. There's nothing there.
Oh,
They
okay.
won't look into the
Because why
entitlement
I'm
or
asking
vendor
this
letter.
question.
Well, you want to make money for immigration lawyers. I take it. It's up to you, sir. I have
No.
had
There
this
is a
many arguments. I don't want to argue with you right now.
no.
You won, I lose,
No,
and I make money. That's it. I lose.
that's true. But there is a question of asking Rahul Garu because of my fear. Okay, I have 17-year son. Okay, he's also on advanced payroll. Now, what are the precautions need to take? Suppose he's going to join for 4 years undergrad. Okay, and he's on EAD AP. I don't know when I get my green card, his green card approved, because I have given my EAD priority days, right? So in the middle of it, because now the child lock, all those things, he will be safe. You are saying in the other side, okay, right? But is there any way on the child, whether the child is under the lock of that, whether is there any link can verify that from my side? He is a 17 years old. He's going to join next year undergrad.
Wait, sir. He's protected under the CSPA Act. You know what that is right? That means your I-140 is approved for it, has been under 21, and so if he's protected in the CSPA Act, I'm not worried about him. Let him go to the school on the advanced parole and EAD. That's more easier than F1 visa, which most of the states requires to pay extra fees. You're paying the money to the lawyers. You're paying the money to the 3 times or 2 times the fees. I don't understand people. Why they don't use the EAD and advanced parole? I don't. And people have creative arguments in throwing out their money. And my wife sitting next to me says, why you dumb guy can't take the money? Shut up. Okay.
Is just because when you are in the ballpark, means in the code,
shoes,
we are getting a different variety of questions. So that's what our fear.
That's
because
I know. I have gone through all those questions. I was there.
Right.
When my wife was the primary applicant, I was the dependent 485 application. I threw away my H4. I was an immigration lawyer.
Right.
Anyway,
Okay.
I give up.
Got it.
You win. I lose. Thank you. My wife need to get a diamond necklace. Next person, please.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so
Got
much
it.
for calling in. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you. Thank you all.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Rahul Garu,
Here, Nitya Garu, we are also looking into, in most of the states don't allow in-state tuition for the kids. They're also speaking about approximately $100,000+. I don't know. Plus, to convert into H4, then maintain the H4, legal fees, filing fees. Anyway, no, I need to have a diamond necklace for my wife.
why are you refusing to build that mansion that's sitting behind you?
It's just not conscious. When you yourself have done it, how would you tell the other people saying that, no, you make money for an immigration lawyer? It doesn't, my conscience doesn't allow it. Well, we go to the next topic, Andy. I lose.
All right. Sir, I wish you keep losing like this and build another mansion like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's okay. All right. Next question. Quick question from our live chat member. V Lakshmi 2 says, applying GC for parents based on their son who is a US citizen. What is like the current time log? How long will it take?
Good question, Andy. If the U.S. citizen is in, if the parents are in USA, and the child is 21 years, there is no waiting period, 0 zip. The priority date is current. Oh, no. I'm looking into the visa bulletin, the first preference, second preference, which they don't come under any preference category. There is no priority date for them. It's always current. I'm telling the truth.
Sir, if you're saying that the parents are in USA, you mean like on a visitor visa also?
Yes, you can file the 485 for them.
Okay.
Boom, that's it. I-130 and 485, you can file them and they can stay in the country until they get the green card.
Okay, interesting.
Now, here is the catch point a little bit though. Just always, there is always, things are not that easy. Now, you can file an I-130 when they're visiting. You can file a 485. One problem is they can't visit until advance parole comes in. That's
okay.
one problem.
Okay.
The second issue is that if they are outside the country, Nitya garu, they cannot come into United States with an intention of settling into green card though. They can't come with a one-way ticket saying that, okay, I'm now going to stay with Nitya and the son-in-law forever. I'm coming there. Here, I resign my job. I sell my property. I'm coming there. No, they will be deported.
Okay.
Now, if they come visiting you and they change their opinion, it's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay. But they should not have the intention before coming into the United States. How do they find out? They may look into the WhatsApp. They may see a birth certificate or bringing in their birth certificate, bringing along with their application. Why are you bringing a birth certificate? Oh, all those they will find out. So be very careful on that.
Right.
Now, how long is the processing time in USA to get the green card? Somewhere between 1 year to about 2 years is the processing time for them to get the green card. In the meantime, they can stay in the United States. And if the EAD comes in, they can start working if they want to, the parents can. And once they get an advance parole, they can travel and come back. They cannot travel on a B2 visa again once we file the 485. That's a catch point.
Got it. Now, in the scenario where the parents are currently in India, then how does it work?
Well, they can always visit United States, not for the purpose of the green card, for visiting the daughter and the son, in this case, the son. And then if they change their opinion, you can file a green card, period, it's over.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
they
sorry,
cannot have the intention.
They're currently living in India and I want to file a green card for them.
If they're currently living in India, you want to file a green card, you can file a green card. It will take approximately 2.5 years for them to get the green card. That's a processing time.
Okay.
In the interim period, they cannot travel.
Okay.
Why? Even though they have a visiting visa? Well, your intention has changed. Now your son is telling that you want to stay here permanently. How can you come here only for visiting for 6 months? So they should not travel.
Okay. Got it. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's take our next caller, Randy. Okay. Caller with number ending in 7829. 7829. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Yeah, Rahul Garu, good evening, Andy. Yeah, Rahul Garu, actually, my priority date is like 2016. I'm on H-1B living in USA. So my son actually is studying in India. So he's turning 21 by 2024 March. So he has a H4 visa and he's traveling on and off to US with, but he has a visa until Jan 2020. My question is, can I apply now for like a 2 months of H4 visa for him? Feb and March.
Where is he right now? Outside the country or here?
Oh, he's in India actually. Yeah, he's on H4, so he's studying actually his college.
Yeah, you cannot apply for the H4 when he's in India. He doesn't need a H4 when he's in India though. You can apply for the H-1B. He can just show the H-1B to the visa people and tell that he's a son of you and show the birth certificate. That works as a H-4 and he can get until March of 2024.
But okay, you mean like without stamping, like his stamping is valid until Jan 2024.
January. So when you get the H-1B approval is right, you will get a H-1B approval is right?
Yes.
When you get the H-1B approval,
I have a approval. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I got H-1B approval. It's valid until 2024 June actually. I'm living in USA now.
Right. He can take that and get the passport stamp until March of 2024.
Okay, there is one question and one more question around Karul. See, can he apply after March 31st? Like that is the date actually is turning 21. So can he apply a visiting visa to visit his parents?
He can. He can. He can.
Okay.
I would actually not apply for his H4. I would rather apply for a visiting visa because H4 he can only get until March. But if he gets a visiting visa, he can get it for the next 10 years.
Okay. So I already booked a slot for just 2 months.
That's up to you.
Okay.
I'm more inclined to cancel it and wait for 2 or 3 months and then apply for the B2. Because with all the stress, you're only getting 2 months. Not only that, that extra 2 months is being a little bit minus point for the B2 application. I don't have any way to explain that, why it is a minus point. I can't, but I would rather have him just apply for a B2. I will cancel the H4 right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Rahul. So, I'll cancel the 2 months, like whatever, he's going to appear this September. So instead of that, I'll book a slot for visiting visa for him.
That's better. Thank you.
Yeah, and is there any chance, Rahul, kind of?
Is there any chance for
when
what?
he apply for?
Sir, your voice got cut out. Can you repeat that again, please?
Yeah, actually, for example, we are living in USA. He's in India. When he apply for visiting visa, is there any chance of getting 221 for potential immigrant kind of thing? Because
very great, very good. He has a chance, but he has to take it. He doesn't have an option. And I don't want him to apply for the B2 visa until January. I want him to apply after January.
After January, okay.
Okay. Thank you. Why? Because in January his visa expires. That's when he needs to apply for the B2. Thank you. He has a chance, but he has to take it. His parents are living in USA. He may be branded with potential immigrant. He has to prove that he's not. He doesn't want to stay here in the United States. But you still have to take a chance. He doesn't have an option. We'll go to the next call, Randy.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. All right. Before we take our next caller, let's just go through a couple of questions. I have a question from Varma VS. Says the primary applicant who holds the green card under EB1A category has filed a 485 application for their spouse as a dependent. 485 has been pending for 6 months. If an interview is scheduled, is it required for the primary applicant to also be present? And if so, will the officer inquire about the primary applicant's job, and does it impact if they take a work break?
Did the primary applicant is already got the green card or not yet though?
Yes.
He got
holds
the
a green card, he says.
Yeah.
So,
they can appear for the green card. They may look into what kind of job he is doing. They may look into what kind of job he's doing. If he wants to play defensive though, there is another option that he can do. He can file an I-130 and 485 for him because the prior date for the F2A, family-based second preference A category is current. He can file F2A, then they won't look into what he is doing. But they may look into it. But let's say, for example, if the guy says, I am a neurosurgeon, and now he's flipping a burger in McDonald's, they may look into very negatively about it. What happened to your neurosurgeon thing?
Right.
We gave you the green card for that. They may look into, because their dependent green cards are still not approved yet. So if he's not working in the same profession though, he should consult a lawyer. But if he is working as a neurosurgeon, instead of working with company A, he's working for company B, I don't have a problem with it.
okay. Got it. All right. Thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller. Let's take our next caller, Randy. All right. Caller with number ending in 4927. 4927. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
My name is Madhuri.
Go ahead,
Hi.
ma'am.
I would like to ask you a quick question regarding H4 EAD. So currently me and my husband are both on H1s, but we would like to start a business and I want to transfer my husband on my H4 as H4 EAD. So I would like to check what were the concerns does we have to do that process. Like, is it okay to be on H4 EAD or it's better to be on H1 with the current things going on?
I would prefer to have the H4 EAD. If you have an I-140 approval, you are an H-1B,
Yes.
and if you guys are entrepreneur couple, and I know what that, you know what that means. Not like me, who's
Yes.
not a good entrepreneur, but if you're entrepreneur couple, you should move your husband to H4 EAD. And he can do the job, what he is doing. On the side, he can do the business, or he can leave the job and do the business. What kind of business he can do? He can do any business. Any legal business, he can do it.
Okay.
So if you're an entrepreneur kind of couple, though, the best way is to convert into H4 EAD. Previously, we had some issues. The H4 EAD extension doesn't get in time. You have to close the business. We don't have that. We have two options right now. First, when you file the H-1B extension, we can attach H4 plus EAD, and then it gets approved magically at the same time. Or if by any chance, if that doesn't fail, we can always file the extension, have your husband travel to Mexico and come back and get the H4 extended, and his EAD gets extended by 540 days. So he will have a continuous thing. Then you may ask a question, what happens if I lose the job? Well, your husband can convert back into H-1B, and we can convert you into H4 EAD at that point of time. We file a H-1B for your husband, and H4 for you, and EAD for you, and we will turn, then you can take the ownership from him, run the business.
Okay. Does that affect any, so both of our I-140s got approved. Does it affect this I-140, or it's going to be the same even if we transfer to H4 EAD?
It does not affect at all. His I-140 is still valid.
Okay.
If he's working for the same company, he can file the green card if he wants to. Even if he's not working for the same company. Let's say he's working for company A, and now he left and he started his own business, and then later on he got a job with company B, and now you lost the job. He can file a H-1B with company B, and we can file H4 plus EAD for you, even though the I-140 was approved with company A for which he's not working. We can still convert you into H4 EAD.
Okay.
So go for the business, do it, make money for us.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah.
All right. Rahul, we got a quick question for you. This is from Dan Z. Says priority date is October 2014. What are the chances of getting a GC in the next year?
Very minimal, though. When you look into the data that they have provided, the amount of green cards, approximately 60,000 green cards were pending for Indian nationals for EB2 and EB3. And there will, as I always said, there will be Los Angeles highways. You don't know which lane goes faster. It's happening every month it keeps switching. So it's very unlikely for him to get the green card for the next year.
Okay.
Nitya Garu, you are one of the beneficiary of 2007 filings, is right?
Right.
And how long it took for you to get the green card?
10 years and 2006 actually we filed, and then we got it end of 2017. So
2017. So that's approximately around 11 years, 10 years or 11 years it took for you to green card. So be prepared, guys. That happened before. It happened in 2000 when, it happened in actually 1996. The priority dates came into picture, though, for Indian National before.
Sorry, looks like there's some technical issue for a little bit.
But so
we have you back, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you, Nitya. I can hear you, Nitya.
I think we lost you for a second there, but can you repeat that, sir, if you don't mind?
So there are some openings that happens in the green card. In 1996, the closing came in. Previously, it was open it all the time. And after that, the opening came in 2000, 4 years later on. After 2000, the opening came in 2007. And after 2007, 2012. After 2012, there was a flickering that went on in 2015 that was a bump, and then nothing, we were unable to file, but actually it opened up from 2012 to 2020. So it may take a long time for people to get the green card. They need to adjust to stay in calmly and coolly, though. And most of the people who stayed calmly and coolly are the people who utilized EAD like you. Because if you have to
forgot
go
about
to
our green
renew,
cards after a while, you know.
of course, that's what happened with a lot of people. They get the green card, they forget about it. And yes, most of the people maintained on EAD at that point of time from 2007 to all the way to 2017. So yeah, people need to adjust to these kind of green card things where it will take a long time and probably rely on the EAD. If I were them, I would.
Right. I think that's probably another thing in case Trump gets re-elected, right, sir? Like if you have an EAD, switch on to it. You know, at least it opens up the job market.
Yeah. Trump gets in, they will definitely switch to EAD because the H1 is going to get shot down like anything.
మేము ఎన్నిసార్లు చెప్పినా వినలేదు ఇప్పుడు ట్రంప్ వచ్చిన వెంటనే వింటున్నారు మీరు.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Let's take our next caller, ready? Okay. Caller with number ending in 8296. 8296. We're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in 8296. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Hello?
Thank you for calling. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, I'm on. Hello, Rahul Garu. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can. Chapman, sir.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, I'm here on EAD EB2 priority date is March 2013, Rahul Garu.
Mm-hmm.
So my daughter aged out due to COVID. So she was in India. Now she has completed her studies in India and she got her B2 visa last month approved.
Mm-hmm.
So next week she is traveling to US from India. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, can she apply for F1 visa while she is on B2? And if at all any issues, so what is your recommendations and issues, if at all?
She cannot come with the intention of converting into F1.
Right.
She should come with a two-way
90
ticket
days.
only to go back. Okay, you got the point. She should not have the intention. But if somebody changes their intention after coming into United States, after 90 days they change their intention, yes, they can apply for F1 visa. Absolutely not a problem. The good part right now is that we have a premium processing for F1 too.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, sir?
For premium processing for F1, you're
F1.
saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
They recently introduced it.
Oh, okay. Then
So let's say, for example, somebody comes on a
quicker.
visiting visa for 90 days, they stay here, then they get an admission at some college. They can just convert it to premium processing F1 and then live here ever after good.
Wow.
Oh, being here in US on B2 also, that's possible, you're saying, right?
Right. But she should not have the intention of doing it before she comes in. She's coming here, visiting and going. Maybe after she visits, she can change it, but not at this time. But yeah, it is with the premium processing, it has become very, very easy, good, and a very good way of getting their F1 visa right now. It's really very good.
All right, I agree. But you're saying the intention of intention. So that means there's a proof they will see that, because definitely we don't disclose anything. Maybe means you
maybe she has, well, not just WhatsApp, okay? Everything. She's only coming to visit and go back. That's it. What some people do is that they tell my friends, I'm going there to study. That's bad. Some of those friends are not real friends. Then you have the things. They have applied for the universities. The email trails are there that says that she's applying for the university. That is not good either. She should not have any intention to come here. Only she wants to come and visit the mom and dad. She comes here. Then you can contact any lawyer if you want to. Okay?
Right. But you say still that also 90 days you have to keep, because she will get 6 months.
First of all, what I would discuss with you right now is that let's stop the discussion right now. Let's stop the discussion right now.
Perfect.
Let her come here for visiting only. Then you contact a lawyer. There are many different ways. But she cannot have an intention right now. I don't want you to put the seed in her mind right now and get her into trouble. Okay?
Okay.
Let her come here only to visit the mom and dad. and maybe visit sibling, of course. Okay? Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Now we got a couple of quick questions, Andy, from our live chat people as well. There's one, KJK says, I have an EB1 485 pending, EB1A self-sponsored. Can I change jobs?
Absolutely. EB1 is self-sponsored. He doesn't even need to file a 485J supplement. Even if he goes for the interview, if they get an RFE for 485J supplement, we tell the immigration officer, dumb guy, you don't know what you're doing. EB1A doesn't require a 485J supplement. He can change the job, but he needs to be in the same profession. He can't be from neurosurgeon. He can't become a lawyer, immigration lawyer, and compete with me.
Okay.
He can do that after he gets a green card, though.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right. Okay. Question from Reality Fact says, I'm on H-1B. My employer is processing EB2. Can I file EB1A premium processing by myself? What is the process? Apparently he has a double master's degree, one from India, one in US.
Absolutely. While his company is doing a EB2, can he do a self-sponsorship for EB1A? Absolutely, the answer is yes. Absolutely, the answer is yes. They can. They should. If he's eligible, if he thinks so, he's eligible, he should.
Okay.
Okay?
Awesome.
He should. Now, here is one thing that I tell people, Nitya Garu, that when people are trying to aim for EB1, never forget EB2.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will be Nagarka, Nagatka, you will lose the 6 years, you will be not be anywhere. Your EB1, there is always a risk in getting the EB1A approval. If EB2, the success rate is very high, EB2 or EB3 success rate of getting the I-140 approval, very, very, very high. So if you lose, I'm going to get an EB1A anyway, why do I need EB2, EB3? And then you get an EB1 denial, then you have Nagarka, Nagatka. Because it's taking 2 years to get the EB2 and EB3 right now. So if your company is processing the EB2, please proceed with that. And on the side, I strongly encourage you to file a EB1A. If you get the rejection of EB1A, you are not going to be any loss. You may have some financial loss, but it's worth taking a risk. Because if the EB1A is approved, that's like a lottery for me.
Right. Sorry. Yeah, that makes sense, Andy. Thank you so much. All right. This is one last interesting sort of question. This is from Chanakya Bharat. Says, Rahul Garu, strongly like your argument to use EAD, but as you are aware, advance parole renewal times are very bad. How can we trust to use the EAD and advance parole when the renewal time is so bad on APs?
I agree with the advance parole approval yet, but you still have to go to stamping. The stampings are not that easily available right now. They're backlogged by 4 to 5 months.
Yeah.
And we have a solution for advance parole. If you want to use our office to file a delay case in the US courts, you can do so. Instead of you spending all the money on H-1B, you can try. Now, is it guaranteed? No. What if you fail? You fail, nothing will happen. You lose some money. Your advance parole is still there. But if you fail in getting the stamping in India, you know what will happen? You are not coming back. Forget about the money though. You go there and you try to get the H-1B stamping. You don't, you're not coming back. So if, let's say, for example, you don't have an advance parole, you can't come back on H-1B. You have to go for H-1B stamping. You go for H-1B stamping. You don't get the H-1B stamping. You're done. That's it. We will use the 140,000 number to somebody else.
Right.
So yes, it's worth taking a risk going to court for the advance parole. Mostly we should be able to. If not, also you may lose some money. But when you think about the H-1B, you go for stamping, good luck to you.
That's true. And if I remember right, Rahul, correct me if I'm wrong, I think now they do give that combined card, right, with an EAD and advance parole for like 2 years?
Right, Nitya Garu. But these stupid fellows, what they're doing sometimes is they don't give the card of combination of card of EAD and advance parole. They give an EAD card for advance parole. They are taking a long time. Right. That is very bad. So in your time though, they used to give advance parole. Right, yeah, but they used to give an advance parole in 3 to 4 months. Now, these people are taking a long time. That's the reason I'm suggesting you instead of having H-1B going to stamping, you may actually just file a court case here to get the advance parole approval faster. Yes, in some cases, they are giving an EAD and advance parole approval in one combination card, but I don't know why they stopped giving. For some people, they have stopped giving people the combination card.
Okay. And I remember like when I had applied, we would get our advance parole valid only for like 1 year. So
1 year, that's right. That's right.
Every year, and it would take anywhere from 4 to 6 months sometimes to get the renewal.
Right, right.
Okay,
Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, Nitya garu, what's happening is that the EAD card, they're giving it for 2 years. When it comes to the advance parole, these stupid fellows are only giving it for 1 year. 1 year, yeah. So that's the reason why that gentleman is complaining.
No, and it does make sense, but at the same time, it's like, how many times are you planning to, leave the country while you're here also? It's like when you're working, at that point in time, you're more invested in being here rather than being anywhere else. So it's an okay trade-off to make, as long as, there's no emergency or something like that, which is okay.
Oh, emergency, you can always get an advance for a 1 month period. Okay. They do give it.
See, Rahul Garu answered that also. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, Rahul Garu. Thank you so much, Andy. Now, I know we have a lot of people still waiting on the calls, plus our live chat viewers keep coming in with more questions. But unfortunately, as always, we're all out of time today. So folks, thank you so much for joining us. Rahul Garu, thank you so much for joining us and answering all these questions. Thank you for being so realistic and sacrificing your mansion for all these people. I don't know why you do that.
Thank you very much, Nitya garu.
And to all our viewers, we'll be back same time, same place next week. So see you next Sunday, Andy, and have a happy 4th of July. Have a great week. Thank you so much and bye.
Thank you.
గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్, సరదాల్లో మరింత సెటైర్, మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా. దెబ్బకి థింకింగ్ మారిపోవాలా? మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా.
अब तू देख लेगा बच्चन साहब का खेल.
Download AHA now.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అప్పురపరిచే ధరలు, అందరికీ నచ్చిన, అందరూ మెచ్చిన షో మన లక్కీ మహిళ. బోలెడంత ఎక్సైట్మెంట్, వండర్ఫుల్ విన్నింగ్ మూమెంట్స్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ చెప్పారు. మీరే గెలుచుకున్నారండి. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. $220.
సెలబ్రిటీ హోస్టులు, అదిరిపోయే పంచులు, సరదా సరదా కబుర్లు.
కంగ్రాచులేషన్. ఆశ దోశ అప్పడం వడ హెల్ప్